Hereditary is a terrifying and psychologically disturbing horror movie that follows the Graham family's descent into madness and despair after the death of their grandmother. The movie is directed by Ari Aster and stars Toni Collette, Gabriel Byrne, Alex Wolff, and Millie Shapiro. The movie begins with the death of Annie Graham's, Toni Collette, mother, Ellen. Annie is an artist who creates miniature models, while her husband Steve, Gabriel Byrne, is a therapist. They have two children, Peter, Alex Wolff, and Charlie, Millie Shapiro. After Ellen's death, strange and unsettling things begin to happen, and Annie becomes obsessed with uncovering the truth about her family's past. One of the most impressive aspects of Hereditary is the exceptional performances of the cast, especially Toni Collette. Her portrayal of Annie is both haunting and compelling, as she struggles with grief, guilt, and trauma. Alex Wolff is also excellent as Peter, and Millie Shapiro is terrifying as Charlie, whose odd behavior and strange rituals create a sense of unease throughout the movie. Gabriel Byrne's portrayal of Steve is subtle yet effective, as he tries to maintain a sense of normalcy in the midst of the family's turmoil. The movie's cinematography and direction are also top-notch. Ari Aster masterfully uses slow-burning tension, eerie music, and unsettling imagery to create a sense of dread that never lets up. The movie's visuals are both stunning and disturbing, with images of miniature houses, decapitated birds, and other macabre elements that add to the film's unnerving atmosphere. One of the strongest aspects of Hereditary is its exploration of the psychological effects of trauma and grief. The movie delves into the complexities of familial relationships and the damage that can be inflicted upon generations of a family. The character's descent into madness is gradual and believable, as the horror of the supernatural is intertwined with the horror of the human psyche. The only flaw in Hereditary is its somewhat convoluted plot, which can be confusing and difficult to follow at times. However, this is a minor quibble, as the movie's overall impact is undeniable. From the opening shot of Hereditary, it is clear that this is not going to be your typical horror movie. Instead of jump scares and gore, the movie relies on a slow-building tension that steadily increases until the final, shocking climax. The film's horror is not just about what is happening on the screen, but also about the psychological effects that the events have on the characters. At the heart of the movie is Toni Collette's powerhouse performance as Annie Graham, a woman who is struggling to cope with the loss of her mother, the discovery of dark family secrets, and the apparent mental breakdown of her children. Collette's portrayal of Annie is both nuanced and terrifying, as she navigates the complicated emotional landscape of grief, guilt, and fear. She is a complex character who is simultaneously sympathetic and unsettling, and Collette's performance is nothing short of masterful. Alex Wolff also deserves praise for his portrayal of Peter, Annie's teenage son, Peter is a character who is plagued by his own demons, including anxiety and guilt, and Wolf captures the character's internal struggle with authenticity and depth. Millie Shapiro is also fantastic as Charlie, Annie's strange and withdrawn daughter who is both a source of unease and sympathy. Gabriel Byrne rounds out the cast as Steve, Annie's husband, and provides a steady and grounded presence amidst the family's chaos. One of the most impressive aspects of Hereditary is its use of cinematography and sound design to create a sense of unease and dread. The movie is visually stunning, with shots of miniature houses and figurines that add to the film's unsettling atmosphere. The sound design is also exceptional, with eerie music and unsettling noises that heighten the tension and create a sense of unease. The movie's pacing is deliberate and methodical, with director Ari Aster taking his time to build tension and explore the characters' emotional states. This slow burn approach may not be for everyone, but those who are willing to invest in the movie's characters and atmosphere will be rewarded with a truly terrifying and emotionally resonant horror experience. One of the most interesting aspects of Hereditary is its exploration of trauma and grief. The movie delves into the ways in which family secrets and inherited trauma can have a profound impact on individuals and families. The movie's horror is not just about supernatural events, but also about the psychological effects of these events on the characters. The movie's ending has been a subject of debate and discussion since its release, with some viewers finding it confusing or unsatisfying. However, the ending is a fitting conclusion to the movie's themes of inherited trauma and the cyclical nature of horror. It is a bold and audacious ending that will leave viewers thinking long after the credits roll. In conclusion, Hereditary is a masterpiece of modern horror cinema that is both emotionally resonant and truly terrifying. Its exceptional performances, direction, and cinematography, combined with its exploration of trauma and grief, make it a standout in the genre. While its slow burn approach and complex plot may not be for everyone, those who are willing to invest in the movie's characters and atmosphere will be rewarded with a truly unforgettable horror experience.